Stop popping your volleys up. I'll never ever play with you again. This is a quote from Mark Napotovich. He refused to play with me for a good 3 weeks, just in rec play, because I popped so many volleys up. That's why I brought Jordan Briones on the show. Jordan Briones from Briones Pickleball. He is a god among coaches. In fact, if gods could coach as good as him, they would wish to be mere men. You think about that one. Let's get the segment started.
Heaven on earth. He has a court in his backyard, and he's going to give you 3 reasons why people pop volleys up. Go ahead, Jordan.
Contact the ball way out in front here. You can see where my paddle is facing. It's facing towards my right side. So a lot of times I see a lot of this too. Players are trying to volley the ball. They're doing a good job trying to keep the ball in front, but if you're too early, if you're not letting that ball come to your body, you're contacting it here, and look at that paddle goes way over there, and it's not going to go to the desired target.
This is exactly what happens to the guy in the top right hand corner, Jonathan. Really good player, but he overextends. His paddle goes out wide, and that's where the ball goes. Jordan is a genius. I need lessons.
Front, all right, as you can see here, if I'm contacting the ball, I want to make sure that it's out in front of our body. Okay, so we don't want to let those balls come in here really close here to our body, because we're going to get jammed up.
This is exactly what happens to Christina. She hits it too close to her body, she gets jammed up, and she knows it. Look, she's saying she should have hit it out in front. 1.5 feet is what Jordan Briones says is the perfect length to hit that ball out in front of your body. I am going to be so much better at pickleball after watching this video. Yep, she's saying it. You're right, Christina. I know.
When players are trying to volley the ball, if they're fully extended, I want you to see how that paddle face, instead of here, when they're fully extended, it drops and it kind of curves up. You can see that here. So at this point, even though they're contacting the ball out in front, I see them push it out, and then by the time they hit it, because they're fully extended, that paddle face is facing up and that ball pops up.
If you heard what Jordan said, there are 3 reasons why you could really screw up your volleys. 1, too far out. It changes the paddle face angle and you pop it up. 2, too far out. You hit it to the right. It goes this way. 3, you get handcuffed. You hit it too far in. You're not out in front. We saw Christina do that. She's really good. Now, Jordan jumps into some technique and some other things I never realized. Take it away, Jordan.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm not gripping it as tight as I can, which would be a 10, okay? Probably halfway, around 5. So continental grip is the preferred grip, because this is the grip that you can use to hit forehand and backhand volleys.
The continental grip is like you're shaking hands with someone. That's the continental grip. And that's Tony Giannani in the near right-hand corner. I'm going to put this in slow motion. Look at this volley. It's perfect. He hits it about 1.5 feet out in front. Beautiful 45-degree angle, keeps Kyle Yates back, and that's how you beat really good players, by hitting it at that feet with good volleys.
Notice that the paddle angle doesn't change, right? I'm keeping a consistent paddle angle, and I'm pushing through contact, and all I'm doing, remember, is pushing out. Okay, on this forehand side, same thing. I'm pushing here, pushing from my shoulder here, and the backhand right here. So you'll feel it here in the shoulder here, maybe a little bit in the tricep muscle here, where all we're doing is pushing out towards our target. Okay, we're meeting the ball out in front, and we're just pushing really, really firmly. I have a pretty firm grip, and the biggest thing is that we are not having a lot of extra movement on our volleys. A lot of times I see players flicking the wrist or doing this kind of thing, dropping their paddle head down. I'll see a lot of this, okay, or a lot of this, okay. All I'm doing is pushing out like this, or I'm pushing out like this.
I really like what Jordan said about the paddle angle. He said 45 degrees. So basically right there. And you're going slightly down, you're hitting it out in front, you're not hitting too far out, because you can pop it up or hit it that way. You don't want to get handcuffed out in front, and you're not changing the paddle angle throughout contact. Very good points, Jordan.
You know, this is about 1 foot to 1.5 feet in front of me, and I have the power and control right here. Okay, you can see I have a little bit of bend in my elbow here, okay, and I'm not fully extended. So if I'm hitting a volley up here, right, same thing. Pushing out towards my target. Now, I want to contact it right around here. There's a good power and comfort zone right around this area.
This is Henry Renato, top right-hand corner, and look at that. He does exactly what Jordan says. Beautiful contact point, slightly bent elbow, hits it out in front, and that's how you win. I know he got a net court, but Henry wins.
We are volleying right down the line. We want to make sure that as we push our paddle out, that it's facing our target down the line. Pushing our paddle out on our forehand, it's facing our target if we are going down the line.
Jordan, I love your music. I love your channel. Everyone subscribe to Briones Pickleball. It's right in the description. Hopefully I can get it right here as well. Who knows? We love you here at the Pickleball Pirates. And don't forget to have a